Hello, my name is Dr. Andrew Huberman. I'm a professor of neurobiology and ophthalmology at Stanford School of Medicine, and today we're diving deep into something that affects nearly half the population. Premenstrual syndrome, commonly known as PMS, and how specific science-backed wellness protocols can reduce its symptoms while simultaneously improving focus and mental performance. Whether you experience PMS yourself or you care about someone who does, this information is vital, not just for hormonal health, but also for cognitive optimization, sleep, and emotional regulation. What I'll share with you today is a complete protocol from nutrition, supplements, sunlight, cold exposure, training, and cognitive tools, all grounded in peer-reviewed science and aimed at reducing PMS symptoms and boosting mental focus. Let's begin with the biology. PMS is not just mood swings. It's a neuroendocrine phenomenon involving estrogen, progesterone, GABA, dopamine, and serotonin, all of which are powerful modulators of brain function. About 7 to 10 days before menstruation, progesterone peaks and then rapidly drops. Estrogen may also dip, triggering changes in brain chemistry, especially in brain areas involved in emotion regulation, motivation, and focus, like the prefrontal cortex, amygdala, and basal ganglia. Here's what the science shows us when progesterone drops sharply. GABA, a calming neurotransmitter, becomes dysregulated. This can lead to anxiety, irritability, and poor sleep. At the same time, dopamine, our motivation and focus molecule, also fluctuates. That means you're biologically more prone to distraction fatigue or low mood. But here's the good news. There are clear, targeted interventions that can stabilize your neurochemistry, reduce symptoms of PMS, and enhance mental clarity. Let's dive into those tools now. If there is one behavior that anchors all biological rhythms, it's morning sunlight, morning light exposure, within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. Sets your circadian rhythm, boosts cortisol N in a healthy way, and synchronizes hormones. It also improves dopamine receptor sensitivity, which is key for focus and motivation. A protocol, HA go outside within 60 minutes of waking, just get 10 minutes of sunlight or more if it's cloudy. J, avoid sunglasses, no glass barriers if possible. J, pair this with light movement, a walk, stretching, or breath work. Doing this consistently can shift your entire hormonal landscape, making PMS symptoms less severe and increasing daytime energy and cognitive focus. Now let's talk about cold exposure, ice baths, cold showers, or cold plunges. This tool is a game changer for mood, focus, and hormonal balance. Brief cold exposure activates the locus coeruleus in the brainstem, which releases norepinephrine, a molecule that enhances alertness and mood. It also increases dopamine up to 2.5 times baseline, and the effect can last hours. During the PMS window, cold exposure can decrease anxiety and irritability, improve motivation, increase resilience to stress protocol, 1 to 3 minutes of cold shower or plunge 2-4 times per week. Water should be uncomfortable but safe around 10-15 degrees C or 50-60 degrees F. Stay calm. Focus on breathing, inhale through the nose, long exhales through the mouth. Now let's address nutrition, a fundamental but often overlooked piece of the PMS puzzle. Certain foods and nutrients can directly modulate hormone levels and brain function. Here are the most important principles: anti-inflammatory foods, omega-3 fatty acids, salmon, sardines, walnuts, flaxseed, cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, berries, turmeric, ginger. These reduce systemic inflammation, which is elevated during the luteal phase and linked to worsened PMS symptoms. Reduced salt and sugar both contribute to water retention, bloating, and mood swings. Sugar spikes insulin, which destabilizes estrogen and progesterone signaling. Focus on protein and complex carbs. Stabilize blood sugar day. Stabilizes mood. Support serotonin synthesis. Be better sleep. Less anxiety. Add magnesium, rich foods. Dark chocolate, almonds, spinach, pumpkin seeds. Magnesium helps with sleep, mood regulation, and reducing cramps. Supplements are not a cure, but when used strategically, they can dramatically reduce PMS symptoms. Here's what the science says. Magnesium bisglycinate or threonate, 300-400 mg before bed, reduces cramps, improves sleep, and lowers anxiety. Vitamin B6, 50-100 mg daily, supports dopamine and serotonin production, shown in studies to significantly reduce PMS symptoms. Chasteberry, Vitex agnus, castus, 20-40 mg per day, regulates prolactin, improves progesterone levels, shown to reduce irritability, and breast tenderness. L-theanine, A100-200 mg in the morning. Eye calms without sedation, improves focus. Omega-3s EPI-DHA, 102 grams per day. E reduces inflammation and supports brain function. During the premenstrual window, the emotional brain, particularly the amygdala, becomes more active. Breath work is one of the fastest ways to reduce amygdala activity and shift into a parasympathetic calm state, physiological scientifically validated. J2 short inhales through the nose, G. 1 long exhale through the mouth, jig. Repeat 103 times. This reduces anxiety faster than meditation, especially when used in real time. Exercise doesn't just burn calories. It regulates hormones, improves insulin sensitivity, and boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, which enhances cognitive function. A BDNF is like fertilizer for your brain. During PMS, low BDNF is linked to low mood and poor focus, but movement reverses that. A protocol: G strength training 24 times per week, Z zone 2 cardio, brisk walking, cycling 12 times, gentle yoga or mobility work in days of low energy. Even 20 minutes per day can make a measurable difference in mood and clarity. Sleep is the ultimate reset button, especially for hormonal health. Poor sleep worsens PMS symptoms, particularly mood and focus issues. What to do? Sleep hygiene protocol. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. No bright lights within 90 minutes of sleep. Room cool, dark, and quiet. And magnesium glycine stack to aid falling asleep. Use a consistent wake time. Even on weekends deep, consistent sleep restores estrogen progesterone balance and promotes dopamine receptor sensitivity. Awareness is power. Tracking the menstrual cycle allows you to anticipate shifts and deploy tools before symptoms start. Use an app or journal to note energy, mood, sleep, cravings, days of cycle, start ovulation, PMS. This allows you to prepare, increase magnesium and omega-3s during luteal phase, reduce alcohol intense stress and late nights plan exercise intensity and social demands. Self-awareness removes uncertainty, and that reduces stress. Caffeine affects different people in different ways, especially across the cycle. During PMS, sensitivity to caffeine increases, leading to jitteriness, anxiety, and poor sleep. Caffeine protocol. The use in the follicular phase, first 14 days to boost focus, reduce or eliminate in the luteal phase, last 14 days. If needed, use L-theanine plus green tea. Instead, match caffeine intake to your neurochemical landscape, not habit. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, buffers stress and pain. During PMS, oxytocin dips, which can increase irritability and isolation. What increases oxytocin? Physical touch, hugs, massage, eye contact, warm conversations, petting a dog or cat. Social connection is not just emotional, it's neurochemical medicine. Each scene includes a specific story or Q&A. Style exchange with a hypothetical patient or user. Jane's story. Jane is a 33-year-old graphic designer. Every month before her period, she feels brain fog, anxiety, and irritability. She tries to power through with coffee and sugar, but it makes things worse. After implementing just 3 tools: morning light, magnesium supplementation, and cold showers, she reports a 60% reduction in symptoms within 2 cycles. Each case highlights different tools in action. Here's what's powerful when you use these tools, even just a few. You're not just reducing PMS. You are enhancing focus and productivity. 2, increasing dopamine sensitivity, improving sleep quality, building resilience to stress, creating long-term brain health. The brain doesn't operate in isolation from the body. Hormonal health is cognitive health. And cognitive health allows you to live better, love better, work better, and feel fully present in your life. So whether you're someone who experiences PMS or you love someone who does, I encourage you to treat this time not as something to survive, but as an opportunity to engage with your biology through morning light, nutrition, cold supplementation, exercise, sleep, and social connection. You can transform PMS from a source of suffering into a window of strength and insight. As always, I want to thank you for your interest in science-based tools. And remember, the body and brain work as one system. Use that knowledge. Respect your biology. And keep showing up. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who needs it. Until next time, take care of yourself and your brain.